question. You get home today, write on a piece of paper, men, right now, women, we're taking notes. For women, does your husband provide you security? Your husband, you need to ask your wife, do I give you security? Do I make you feel secure? Do I make you feel like you have my best interest? These are important things that you should communicate to your spouse. Because guess what? If they don't feel secure, they're not going to open up about their needs. If they don't feel secure, they're not going to discuss things in their life that's happened. They're not going to talk to you about it. They're not going to talk to you about things that's going on. They're not going to talk about their worries and fears. And guess what? Husbands, your wives need to be able to they need you to listen. Women, what do you think I'm going to ask? Do I make you feel honored? Do I honor you? Do I respect you? And you know what? I'll tell you, I just want to tell you guys, me and Stephanie have rules in our discussions. Because, that would cause firestorm quick. Look, I'm going to tell you what you make me feel. Now, that will. So, you know what we do in our discussions? We sit down, and I say, sweetheart, I might say some things that I'm feeling, but I don't want you to take it personally. And she will tell me the same. And you know what? Then we open it up. Baby, I didn't like that chicken last night. I know that's something little, but you know what? Go tell that to a woman that's worked all day and took care of 3 kids, put the baby in your life for chicken. Go tell that, see how that goes for you. You might be sleeping on the couch or outside, right? So listen, I'm just telling you guys, there's ways to communicate. We did not communicate effectively for the first 2.5 years of our marriage. 2 years, everything was, he says something, well, you don't like chicken, well, cook your own chicken. Look, it's just like, I won't cook you no more chicken. You ain't gonna see me in the kitchen cooking your own chicken, and she's going to cook her own chicken. I won't have her chicken. I love chicken, by the way. This is my chicken. But, there's ways that we communicate, and we're not doing it effectively. So we sit down, and we say, do not take this offensively. I say, Stephanie, do not take this offensively. I'm not saying this to hurt you. I say, but can I talk open about something? Whether it's sex, whether it's finances, whether it's time, do not take this as being me coming at you. You know what happens? That changes your relationship. Because she's no longer standing back like this, ready to knock you across the floor and go get the gun. She's a little more calm. She's like, you know what? He's coming in a civilized manner. And this will take time to develop some of these traits. This will not happen overnight. Your first conversation might not go extremely well, but it will be more pleasant, I guarantee you. Then you just come into the house, kick the dog aside and like your chicken. I'm just telling you guys, learn how to communicate. Learn how to communicate on an effective level with your spouse. Let them know. So when you guys talk about these issues, I encourage you the next day or so. If you take some time today, I know people out there are busy. I encourage you to ask these couple questions. They're simple. And your wife, when you ask her, don't do them at the same time. Maybe say, hey, I would like to talk to you today, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Don't do it at the same time. You know why? Because let your wife open up. Because I learned something. I was married to my wife 3 years. I thought I knew her pretty well. And I didn't know nothing about my wife. In 7 years, I still don't know much about my wife. I'm learning every day. There's so much knowledge. There's so much depth. And each one of you guys' wives have that. And we don't really know that much about our spouse. Stephanie comes, she'll talk about things, and I'm like, man, where did that come from? Because she starts to feel open. And she starts to feel comfortable with me. And there's a deeper connection. It's no longer, well, you know what, this is the man that pays my bills. We don't have that relationship. Because we're a partnership. I don't stand in front of her. We stand side by side. There's some leadership responsibilities. You should be. There's some leadership, but we stand side by side. We make decisions together. We don't go, when we went through the hard times in our relationship, we have a list of guidelines for our marriage. That we didn't hit the guardrail because we didn't have a guardrail. We went off the cliff, rolled it, flipped it. I came out the car, and then I was dead. But, literally, figuratively speaking, we did not have guardrails. You know what we did? We put guardrails. This is for us. This isn't for everybody. But we don't spend more than $50 non-essential items about communicating. That's just what we put in place. She needs to go to the store and buy groceries. She don't call me and say, ask me $53.38. No. If she needs to buy something like that, if she wants to go out and buy clothes, she says, hey, sweetheart, you think we got $100 or so? Vice versa. Hey, I like to buy this game. I like to buy this pair of shoes, whatever it is. I like to buy what. We talk about it. You know what happens? Then we come home, and I see it on the table, and I'm like, well, where did she get that money from? Now I'll go spend $100. Because we already have an agreement in place. We already have an understanding. So we're going in our marriage together. We're going in the same direction together. You know what? We don't talk to the opposite sex about our marriage. About our marriage, and we don't talk to the opposite sex about their marriage. That's a border that we put up. I have clients that they will come outside when we're done with my business, and they will just start talking about their husband, and they'll be bashing them, and my guys laugh at me. I just look at this. Other than that, they're like, and it's nothing against them. I just walk right away. And they're like, I can't believe how rude you are. Other than that, I just walk because you know why? I know that's not my place. My place is not to listen to a woman talk about her marriage. That's not my place. Because you know what I did? I just opened up the door. I opened up an avenue for problems. So I encourage you guys, just a couple little nuggets I just want to throw up here. Put some guidelines in your marriage. And if you don't have them, don't be upset when you fall off the cliff. Because we need it. We had to put some guidelines, and we did. We put them. We don't talk opposite sex. We don't spend a certain amount of money. You know what? That's the two that just popped out of my head. But we open and honest communication. Before we communicate, we talk. We tell each other we want to communicate about an issue. We try to do that. We spend quality time together. We try to have a lot of time together. We do Bible study together, read together. We try to do them things. That's just little guidelines that we say, you know what? Because we don't want to get so far off the step off the road. We have that guardrail now, so we know we get a little close. We hit that rumble strip. Oh, getting a little too far there, I need to be careful. Because that is a border. We have the guidelines for our marriage. And that has helped us to be more effective in our marriage. Honestly, that's one of the huge things that's helped us to benefit in our marriage. Number 3.